Welcome everybody, my name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I've got the Pisces, the Passionate Pisces, February 2024 horoscopes. So I've got some cards here. I'm going to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month, and then we'll look at your horoscope, which is here. But the cards first, closing my eyes for Pisces. It's like I'm in the back of a vehicle. It's been moving, but I've been travelling in the boot. So I really don't know what's been going on at all. But here I am at my destination and the boot door is opening. So this could be to do with some aspect in your life where you just haven't been conscious. You haven't been paying attention perhaps, and then all of a sudden something's changed and the door is open and you're enlightened. The light is flooding in, giving you insight. The card that comes up is the King of Cups. Sun here, bringing a lot of insight. This is awareness about your feelings. Maybe you were on automatic mode about something. You were just going through the motions, but you weren't really feeling anything because you'd blocked it. We do that sometimes, and it's like a safety mechanism, isn't it? If we were to feel every feeling in the moment all the time, it might be too much to cope with. Sometimes you just have to be practical and get a wriggle on, get a move on to get out of the situation and then feel the feelings later. So it might be something like that. But see, he's dressed in indigo here. This is some sort of intuition that goes with the emotions. The King of Cups is somebody who's very much in touch with his emotions and his subconscious here, seated on a shell with a clam at the back. A lot of gold fabric around his throat here. It says it's a very high vibration as far as his communications go, the messages that he spreads. So he's usually somebody of great experience, has a very deep personality and a very nuanced understanding of the world. It's not black and white, it's in all shades of colour. When you see people go into black and white mode, that they're coming from their inner child, because that's how children think before age 8, 7 or 8, around there. Then they start to understand that there are all manner of variations. Things are not generally black and white. Black and white doesn't appear in nature very much at all. This is someone who understands that. So you can find this energy in yourself. Alternatively, you might meet someone like this. It can be a woman as well. Women can be kings. If it is a woman, it's probably somebody with maturity beyond her years, or she could be post-menopausal, for example. All right, that's the first card. Get in touch with your emotions. Number 2, card number 2 for Passionate Pisces. What do I see? I'm seeing things, but I don't know what they are. Oh, right, it's what is this called? At the casino, it's the game, the roulette, I think it is, where the thing spins around and it's black or red. So that game, we're playing that game in life, red or black, black or red, and you pick a number. I think it's up to 40, 1 to 40, a bit like lotto, and you can win money. So there's a gamble. Basically, it's saying gambling on something. Let's have a look and get more clarification around that one. Around this, justice. It is a gamble, isn't it? There's a lot of red here, action to be taken, but you don't have all of the information. But do know, this is about karmic law rather than human law. Karmic law, L-O-R-E, rather than L-A-W, but it still helps with L-A-W. It's important to listen to your intuition, that owl that's always on your shoulder, whispering into your ear, not just by logic, weighing up the evidence in front of you. That's important too, but you need to get them in balance. And then dissecting all of the information you do have until you come up with a decision, keeping your feet on the ground, being practical and sensible. But with justice, there is such a thing as karma. So even if you have a legal matter and it doesn't work out, not saying that it will or it won't, I'm just saying if it didn't work out, justice will still be done, because the universe keeps count. It's not your job to keep count. Get on, do the things you have to do without worrying about things like revenge. If you're really dead set on revenge, the best sweet gourmet revenge is the revenge where you do the best by yourself. You're having a successful life. You're having a happy life. That's sweet gourmet revenge, in my opinion. So this is a major arcana card. It could have far-reaching and life-changing effects, and it will probably go longer than just February. It could be over some considerable amount of time. This is your horoscope. Let's make it a bit bigger. Now, a lot of the other signs have got wide T-squares, but this one has a very wide T-square to the point that it's actually 10 degrees, just over 10 degrees. Technically, it's not really a T-square, in my opinion, and you wouldn't really have an orb of 10 degrees. It's just too much. So 8 is my cutoff point. If you're sensitive, you may feel the opposition between the moon in Libra in your 8th house of shared resources and Jupiter here in your 3rd house of communications. It could bring an argument or a conflict that is so great that it can't be fixed immediately, but the good thing is that the moon travels very fast, so it'll be out of there in a matter of hours. So don't panic. I only mention it because it's on the first day of the month, which is a bit like a mini template for the month. Technically, this is not an issue, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. We do have, it's making a T-square with Pluto, Jupiter. Pluto squaring Jupiter, that is real, and they're 7 degrees apart, so it's probably not overly strong. It is a square. You can work with it and get some sort of resolution. It's about things coming out of your subconscious. Pluto there in the subconscious waters, and it's in Aries, so there could be all manner of things that are unpredictable with this, and trying to grow your communications, or maybe something to do with learning, or maybe even your local neighborhood or distant family. And this is also real. Pluto squaring the moon. The moon's not full here. The moon in Libra in your shared resources again. Yeah, it's possible, but don't worry too much about this red triangle. When I put it in, I saw it, and then I thought, hang on a minute, that's over 10 degrees, and it's not that strong. But you are having a big party here in your subconscious, Aquarius. Not only with Pluto there and the Sun there, we've also got Mercury, Mars and Venus joining this month. So Mercury on the 5th, Mars on the 13th, Venus on the 16th, and the new moon on the 9th. If you're in Australia or New Zealand, add an extra day because we're ahead in time. This brings up a lot of subconscious energy for you to deal with. You could be having all manner of feelings, but it is a new beginning for you as well with this new moon, and you could be getting ready to manifest something, particularly as everything moves around into your 1st house. So you could be feeling very creative shortly, but at the moment it's just brewing and fermenting deep down within, and then it's going to pop out into your mind and probably into the world. We have the Sun also going into your sign as well. This is fabulous because this is all about your identity and your appearance and how you deal with the world, how you get your message out into the world. And with the Sun, it's in a very insightful, bright, happy, positive, optimistic type of manner. And then we have Mercury joining that positivity on the 23rd, and that will bring a lot of communications and brilliant ideas. That's when they're actually going to come out into the world and you can actually manifest something. We have True Node conjunct Capricorn here in your 2nd house. This is probably referring to some sort of spiritual or emotional wound around your money supply. And it's quite possible you'll be reminded this month about money. These two are conjunct, only 3 degrees apart, so they're blending their energies, and it's like it's destiny. It's fated that you're going to be reminded, and upstairs is asking you to look within and to really cast the light of awareness onto your issues about money, if you have any issues, because there's a healing that's possible for you this month. So that's really good news. Healing around money, also possessions, and the things that you value. You might find that what you value is changing over time. Money might not seem so important as you mature. It's all in Aries, so it's likely to happen quite boldly and energetically, and bingo, it's there, and then you've got to deal with it. But I think it's a very positive outcome. Chiron here is an asteroid, in fact, out past Saturn, and I think in the Kuiper belt, and Chiron is the wounded healer. So this is someone who can help other people with their problems, but has a lot of problem in helping themselves. So there's a lot of realizations going to come up, I think, in February around your money supply. The full moon is in Virgo on the 24th over here in your house of committed relationships. So these are important partners in your life, whether that be a husband or a wife or a business partner. It could be like personal or business. It could be someone that you work with who's a partner. If you're, say, you're a police person, I don't know what you call women, if it's a police officer, that's the word, police officer. It could be like a partner where you've worked together for a long time and you rely on each other. So there's some sort of turbulence comes up about that, and you might need a little bit of time out to deal with whatever it is concerning these important relationships in your life. Women could be involved. That was why I was getting caught up on police officer and a woman police officer. Or it could be, a woman, your mother or someone like that. But it's more like a partnership relationship. Sometimes it means legalities as well, hence this Justice card. You might be coming to a very critical point in a legal case and you're trying to move it forward, but there's some sort of reluctance or delay, or it's just going slowly. So that's might bring a bit of anxiety while it's at this critical juncture. Justice will be done. So that's it, passionate Pisces, for February. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it's useful for you. Leave a like and a comment. That would be fabulous. And I will see you all again soon. Have a wonderful month, everyone. Bye for now.